Ladies and gentlemen, how are you? It is Saturday night. It is good to see you all. Uh, who had he escaped the area yesterday? Was that Texas Roadrunner? Someone had it that he wasn't in the area anymore, and we were talking about trains and how you can get out and what type of transport you could get from that area because it's like minus 15 out in Wisconsin, and there's a giant ice storm. Not the time of year to be going on the run for, a triple slaying. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Nana Lana, good to see you. Marilyn Landis, my friend Betty C's here. Hey, Betty C, good to see you. She says it's cold and snowy in Ohio. Let's see. Natasha's here. Hey, my friend, good to see you. Who else? Lindy, hey, sweetheart, how are you? Hope you're doing well on this first week of January 2025. Rachel's here. I hate mornings. Hey, my friends, good to see you. Susie Woo, hey, good to see you. I know who you are. You changed your name. Good to see you, though. Good to have you all here. Laura G's here. Oh, okay. Have fun going out, my friend. Have fun. It's hot as some dog's nuts up here. It is. I don't know how hot it is. Pretty hot. I'll show you. We can go to it. We can take you to it live. No, I can just show you the weather. Is it the hottest part in the country right now? It is. It is. Melbourne, where I live, is the hottest part of the country right now. The southernmost state of Victoria. Not up here near the equator. No, no, no. Down here in the south is hot as hell. That's like saying, Nebraska is over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. It's very similar. Although we do get hot summers in Melbourne quite frequently. Good to see you all. Good to see you. It's nice to be back wearing the NASA jumper today. I found it the other day. I was like, I haven't worn this in ages. So I was like, I'm going to wear it again. Good to see you all. Susie, Wendy R made it. LMS, my friend LMS is here. Amy 007, great to see you all. All right, let's get into it. So, it seems like manhunts are the 2025 new criminality. Going on the run, running away from homicide seems to be the new thing, the new de jour of crime. Because it's like since the 1st of January, we've had 1 billion manhunts going on. Got one in Australia for the two brothers who, their auntie could be their mother, sort of thing. They look very similar. Then we have the one in Wisconsin. Virgil, Mr. Virgil, accused of killing 2 teenagers and a 33-year-old woman. Just horrific. I don't know what would drive someone to do that. We still haven't found out the relationship of that third girl. So apparently it's his girlfriend, her daughter or stepdaughter, and then another child, and both female. Both of them are young ladies. And he is now on the run in Wisconsin. So I'm going to show you that. Let me bring you to Fox 9 KMSP. Let me switch this tab. Should I speak in my Aussie Bogan voice from now on? Would you guys like that? Or should I go back to my refined voice? You let me know. I know people get a kick out of the whole Australian swearing, though. Here, a new Lisbon triple murder. Wisconsin authorities issue statewide alert for suspect search. And get this, I'm going to read you this bit down here. Where is it? Yeah, they said they did have 2 confirmed sightings of him in the area where these crimes took place in the new Lisbon area, but they believe he may be out of the area after an extensive search was unable to locate him. It's like, what do you think murderers do? Do they I'm going to hang around, I'm going to go down to the local supermarket, get my weekly shopping, maybe I'll go to the pub, have a beer, get a counter meal? No. The first thing they're doing is how do I get as far away from my crime as possible? He wanted out of there. I think we saw that on the trail cam footage. It showed him he wasn't wanting to stick around. He was trying to find a way out. How he got out of Wisconsin, how he got out of New Lisbon, I don't know. Did he steal a car? Did he hop on the train line? That's a very big possibility, because it is cold as hell out there. It is icy. Let me check the local area. What is the temperature today? It was real cold yesterday, minus 15 degrees Fahrenheit. New Lisbon. He didn't exactly look like he was geared up for that type of weather. He had a jacket. It's not too much better today, actually. Winds 14 kilometers an hour. I don't know what that is in miles. Actually, we can do that. Can we switch to miles? No, we can't. But it says here in Celsius, it's minus 13 degrees. Sorry, it wasn't minus 13 Fahrenheit. It was minus 13, minus 15 Celsius. It's about 7 degrees yesterday, 8 degrees today. They've only gained about 1 degree Fahrenheit. But in the Celsius, which the rest of the world uses, it's minus. It's under the freezing point. So 13 points under. That is not a fun place to be. That is where your eyelids can glue themselves shut if you cry. If you get some sort of water or moisture in your eyes could seal themselves together. Where do you suppose the dog is? I don't know. Do you think he took it with him? Do you think he maybe stole a vehicle? I would have thought someone brought it up last night. The most logical thing is he pinched a car. And I was like, yeah, that's probably what I would have done in the situation as well. But you would think it's not a massive police department. And if they got any APB or something or some sort of alert about a stolen vehicle, you would have thought they would have just they would have been right there. Like they would be looking for that vehicle. There'd be a some sort of tag number out, but I haven't seen anything really like that. So I don't know. I like the train idea. If he has left the area, I do like the train idea. Yeah, let's go to Fox 9, Minneapolis, St. Paul, and then 5. Not that one. Come on, computer, be my friend. All right, let's go here. Not this one. Let's go to kstp.com. All right, what do they have to say? They saying Wisconsin state crime alert has been issued for the suspect in the triple murder in New Lisbon earlier this week. They say, as previously reported, law enforcement tried to find a missing juvenile out of Monroe County on Sunday night, who they said had been picked up and last seen with Virgil. They say the police said they were then alerted to a second missing child in the community about 7:40 a.m. on Monday. Hours later, the two children and a woman later identified as Elizabeth Kolber were found dead inside a home in the 300 block of West Bridge Street. They say law enforcement officials say there have only been 2 confirmed sightings of him in the local area, but now believe he may have left. Authorities state that he is considered or is armed and dangerous, and if anyone sees him, he is not to be approached. Call 911, but anyone with other information should contact the Juneau County Sheriff's Office at 608-847-5649 and get him into custody. I mean, I don't think any of us want this guy wandering around who seems to have no problems murdering 2 children and his girlfriend. I don't think anyone wants this guy in their community. So, keep your eye out. I know it's snowy as hell out there. Apparently the Kansas City Chiefs, who I hate, they always beat my 49ers. So then I don't care if they win, lose, or, can't get off the runway on a Saturday to get to the game. But apparently they couldn't take off for many hours from the airport because it was snowed in. The weather was so bad they couldn't take off. So let's go Patriots. Are they even in the playoffs? Are the Patriots in the playoffs? Aren't they like the worst team in the NFL? I'm not bragging. The Niners suck this year. They are just a mess. But did the Patriots make it to the playoffs? No. Yeah, I thought they had like the worst record in the NFC East or something. Yeah, our season is over too. Yeah. We went to a Super Bowl last year, though. I mean, there's a difference. Nosferatu. Hey, hello. Good to see you, my friend. He was in our bar last night. We had no idea he was wanted. There was a chase after he left, but he got away again. He's still out there as far as we've been updated. Interesting, interesting. Can you email me some details about that? I won't report them if you don't want me to, but can you just give me a better rundown of what that means? Yeah, I'll give you my email in chat. That should be my email, if I can see it. So yeah, sundaywithping@gmail.com. If you want to explain that a little more in detail to me in email, I would appreciate it. But that is some interesting information seen in a bar locally, and someone, it sounds like someone went after him. There was a chase after he left, but he got away. Do you know if he has a vehicle or was that on foot? Let me know, because I'm interested if he's actually got access to a car or not. Yeah, no worries. We'll talk about other stuff. I gotcha. Pamela says I saw them. We'll do them close to the end of the show, okay? I did see them last night. You got a lovely, I feel like if I say this, people are going to make clips of it and be like, oh, he ain't talking about the animal. But the cat is very cute. That's the easiest way I can say it without being clipped onto YouTube or Twitter or something. And people are being like, look, Ping's got a double entendre going. No, I'm just talking about the animal. The police chased him. Okay, thank you, bud. I appreciate it. Yeah, this guy's got to get out of here. I mean, I'd love to know more about that relationship details between the wife, not the wife, the girlfriend, that child, and the other child. You would be beside yourself if this was. I'm not saying this is what's happening, but if this was like a play date or something, and like there was two children of similar age, I don't think so, but imagine that if that was your child. I mean, that would be horrific. I'm just trying to find something here. One, two. All right, let's go up here. I'm going to take you to Fox 2548, Wisconsin Proud. That's a great name. It's got only like a 40-second update, but this was a while ago, but I want to show it to you.
Back here in western Wisconsin, we have new information tonight as the search continues for a Juneau County man who is now wanted on homicide charges. Virgil Thew is facing 3 charges of first-degree intentional homicide after 3 people, including a missing girl from Monroe County, were found dead in a home in New Lisbon. An updated statewide alert says officials have 2 confirmed sightings of Thew in the New Lisbon area, but after a thorough search, law enforcement believe he may be out of the area now. The Monroe County Sheriff's Office is asking the public, particularly in the Oakdale, Mill Bluff, and Camp Douglas areas, to remain vigilant. Thew should be considered armed and dangerous. Anyone who sees him should immediately call.
Yeah, that was on their local news last night. So the alert is low volume. I noticed that too. I was sitting here going, I'm struggling to hear, but I don't know why. Was it low on this side? No, you can see it's quite high. I'm not sure why that was recorded so low. Kathy Lynch says, oh, hey, Peekaboo's here. Hey, are you? Oh, she's here. Hey, my sweet friend. I'm sorry I'm late. I was at the movie theater with my son. That's okay. You don't have to apologize about seeing family. That's okay. True crime can wait. Go see your boy. Rachel says, I'm actually glad there's been sightings, so that means his days should be numbered, hopefully. I don't think this guy is the most clever guy. He was caught on a trail cam. I showed it to you the other night. I don't know if we still have it in my photos here. Let me see. Oh, I do. It's not the greatest copy, though, but I do have it. There it is. And they believe he's carrying some sort of firearm in this photo. Low volume again here. My volume's low or the video's low? You guys have to be a bit more specific, because there's 2 different audios. There's the audio that play videos, and there's the audio that plays through the microphone. So you guys have to be a little more, precise. Journey, hey, my friend, good to see you. Oh, this was past the Wisconsin. Yeah, this was Monday. I didn't get an alert on my phone. That's very annoying. Not where am I based out of? Out of Melbourne, Australia. So not in the USA. I'm in the southern hemisphere. In the southern hemisphere, my friend. Gayla says, I still want to know about the fog. Your volume is fine. The fog, the crazy fog we talked about last night. Maybe we can do that at the end. It's not a weather channel. I think the picture was the day before. Right. This is it here. This is an old photo. It's old now. It's what's the word? Obsolete in the investigation. It's not a good brand new information or something like that. It's just an old one. I wanted to show it to you. Yeah, it has the dog down here on the bottom. There is some sort of animal, we call them dogs, following him. So what happened to the dog? Did it just run away? Did he kill it? Did he shoot it with that firearm that's under this blanket? I don't know. Kathy Lynch says, did your temps hit 100? It's close to 100 right now. It's close to 100 degrees Fahrenheit here in Melbourne right now. I'm under an aircon. There's an aircon. You guys can't see it, but there's an air conditioner just off screen here. So thank you. Oh, the clip had audio. Nosferatu says, I was wondering from your accent, I'm shocked the news traveled that far. The news did not travel that far. This is just what I do. So I cover stories from America, Australia, the UK. So I'm always looking for things that aren't here. But yeah, there's no news articles in Australia about this guy. This is from America. I'm covering it because 80% of our followers on this channel are from the USA. 10% are from Europe. I think the other 10% are from Australia, mixture of Australia, Canada, and we have a couple people from Asia that watch. So like our majority is American people, a lot of West Coast people. Here we go. He's hiding out a bit. I mean, who goes to a bar? A dude that needs a cold one. I think that's ballsy, right? To head to a place where there's definitely witnesses. He's not the smartest of guys. I have a funny feeling he wants to be caught because if you've ever read one of these profiling books, one of the old ones, like the ones they released in the 90s, can't remember the author now, he talks about how killers will want to stay away from the crime scene, want to stay away from authorities. Naturally, they don't want to be caught. But the fact this guy keeps coming in, and I don't know if he needs supplies or it's the cold, but he's taking a lot of risks by coming anywhere near a public center. Anytime he does that, his risk of being caught accelerates because he could be spotted. He's been all over local media. I find that very disturbing. So I did see that someone emailed me earlier. Was it today or yesterday? Someone emailed me saying that girl, Emma Ray, had been located. And I didn't get any other details other than that. Just someone said that on a boat in Islip. I don't know where that is, but I did hear she'd been located safe and sound. We'll talk about that later. It's 12 degrees in Fort Wayne, Indiana. That is cold as duck's nuts. Kathy Lynch says, Journey, are you getting an ice storm? It is bonkers out there. Journey says, we were meant to, yeah, it is bad out there. Let's have a look at Wisconsin right now. I reckon let's look at the radar. Let's go, where is it? Let's see if I can go to AccuWeather and bring it up. Let's go here. What's it like around here at the moment? You can see some of that cold creeping in from the south. I don't know how bad it gets though. So this is now. I don't know if it shows up. If we get ice on here. Maybe I have to use a different radar. Oh, there we go. Looks like, yeah, Kansas City, man. They're just copping it. You can see down here. This is where the Chiefs. Is that the right one? Is that the right? Yeah, Missouri. Yeah. They were copping it. They couldn't fly out. I don't know about up here. It doesn't look too bad, but still cold as hell. Minus 13 Celsius, 8 degrees Fahrenheit. It's pretty cold. Oh, you guys can't see it. Oh, mother effer. They've changed everything on the StreamYard, and everything's in different places now. So here we go. You guys can see it now. Yeah, you can see down here. Down south, it looks worse. You get a so this is what looks like a rain, ice, and snow mixture. So you get these 3 different colorations here. I don't know what the key is. Oh, here we go. Yeah, mix. So you get rain further south and you got an ice snow mix up north. Not the conditions I'd like to be out on the run in if it was that cold. I got it. Kathy Lynch says it's too cold for man or beast. My Frenchie won't even come out of the covers. Yeah. Imagine being on the run outside. We've had below 0 a few times already. I hope your winter hurries up and goes away. I really do. Pamela says I'm sitting in front of a space heater right now. I remember when you guys were in your summer in July, I was sitting here shivering my butt off, like under a heater and a electric blanket because it was winter time in Australia. And you're all like, we're at the beach and we're having fun. And I'm like, I'm freezing trying to talk to you about summer weather. Yeah. So, all right. Until I get a update on this, I will move on just for the minute. I got a lot of emails asking about the manhunt in New South Wales in Australia. We'll go back to this topic a bit later, but the first topic. There hasn't been any great updates in that one. That's the 2 guys who are accused of killing Chloe Jade Mason out of Caboolture in Brisbane's north just after midnight on December 22nd. They are still, as far as I know, on the run in New South Wales. I'll just have a quick check. I didn't get any alerts for it. Yeah, I don't see any new updates for either Cody or Kane. Yeah, I'm just sorry. I'm just having a quick look. 7 hours. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything right now. Last update was out of 7 News. Yeah, I'll take you to it. This was 2 hours ago. I don't know why this was posted. I'm just having a quick look here. They say new photos have been released by Queensland Police as they search for 2 men in relation to the suspected murder of a young Queensland woman, Chloe Jade Mason. They say the 23-year-old, known as CJ, was allegedly chased and gunned down by 2 men on Railway Parade in Caboolture just after midnight on December 23rd of 2024. They say when emergency services arrived, they found her unresponsive and she was declared dead at the scene she was shot. So this is, they're just showing these ones. So we've already, these are the 2 guys here. They're looking for, they believe they've traveled from Queensland down south into northern New South Wales, then into Kempsey in New South Wales. But beyond Kempsey, they don't have any details of where they might be. I haven't seen anything pop up about they alleged to have gone and visited family in that town, but I have not heard anything about this vehicle after that point. So I don't know if they ditched it or I don't know, but I'm hoping our friends in New South Wales will be on the lookout. A lot of people traveling right now. The summer break for most workers in Australia finishes today. A lot of people who work for companies and things like that, a lot of their time off ends tonight and they head back to work on Monday. Not everyone, some of them head back a little later in January, especially if you've got little kids. They head back when the school year starts at the end of January, but some people will head back tomorrow. That means there's a lot of people on the roads traveling. There's a lot of people trying to get home. There's a lot of people bringing their kids back from, grandma and grandpa's or whatever. Keep an eye out for this vehicle. It's pretty unique. It's not exactly stock standard. It has these racks on top that you can see. These are not, I don't think these are on every one of these vehicles, so it makes it a little more identifiable. And this particular maker model, we looked it up out of the Rego database last night, and it's a 2010 wagon Commodore. So it's a GM / in Australia, we call it Holden. So Holden / GM 2010 Commodore wagon in white. So if you have seen this vehicle traveling around New South Wales, please call it in 1-800 1-800-333-000 Crime Stoppers, and don't know who else. 000 if you see them. They believe to be armed and dangerous. So they are accused of murdering a 23-year-old young lady. So that video is haunting. We watched it a couple of times. Let me see. Hey, Red Like Wine. I hope you're doing well where you are. It's good to see you again. I know a lot of people have had trouble with the time zone change. So the problem we have on this channel is when the time zones shift twice a year, it really throws, because my point is static to your time, it throws me off by a factor of 4 hours twice a year. So in April, May every year, I get moved 4 hours either way. And then back in September and October, or September and November, or whatever it is, we get moved again 4 hours, even though the time is static. So I come on like normally 9 p.m. or whatever, it gets moved. So in winter, I start at 11 a.m. in the morning Australian time. But by summer, it's like 2 p.m. in the afternoon, 3 p.m. So I know a lot of people on the East Coast have been struggling coming to the shows, and I appreciate it. We'll be back in winter soon, and then I'll be back on really early. Marilyn says cold's already started in Ohio. Had several inches of snow, but stopped. I hope it goes away. I don't want to see anyone die in the snow. I'm caught up. Sounds funny on 2 times speed. Are you saying I sound funny? Should I be insulted or congratulated? I'm not sure. Let's see. I hope they don't mess with the time. Wow. The snow's coming right. Keep warm out there. Keep warm. All right. That's the update for them. Not too much of an update, but what can you do? Let's get them into custody though. We don't want them out there. This one's actually from our friend, Mr. DJ. Mr. DJ wanted me to show you this. All right, here. And the reason I show you this is LMS actually showed me a story from a few days ago about a woman from, please don't get it wrong, Ping, they'll come for you. Let me double check what the location was, so I'm not being mean to someone. Like miss country them or whatever. I think it was Mexico, but I'm not 100% sure. LMS, where was that one? That girl that got murdered. I know LMS is here. That one VDJ. She probably knows what I'm talking about. There was a woman who was proposed to the other day, and it seemed like the proposal was a shock. Like the woman didn't really want his proposal. Anyway, he murdered her later that night. He killed that woman, and then we saw this, and this is awful. This is the other way, and this is a Mississippi woman praised her incredible ex-husband amid divorce. Days later, he shot her dead and killed himself. They're saying here, Jennifer Sheffield, 30, called her estranged husband Brandon. He was 40, 10-year age difference. Incredible on TikTok, just days before local police discovered that Brandon had fatally shot her and taken his own life. They say the couple were first discovered by a concerned family member who reported obvious signs of foul play at the home. Police arrived at the scene around 7:19 a.m. on Saturday, December 28th, only to find the couple each with fatal gunshot wounds. They say here, Police Chief Joseph French says, it appears that Brandon shot his wife before turning the gun on himself. The disturbing incident comes after the mother of two spoke about her incredible estranged husband while discussing their divorce. He can't be that amazing if you're divorcing him. What kind of copium is that? Oh, I have an amazing ex-husband. I don't think so. Otherwise, he wouldn't be your ex-husband. Like, what kind of like weird kind of situation is that? Oh, I love my ex-husband. No, if you loved him, you would stay together. There's a reason you're divorcing each other. Like, this is not like this is, what's that lady's name that sells candles of her vagina or whatever? What's her name? Gwyneth Paltrow. It's not like a conscious uncoupling or whatever. No, that's not this. Bloody Gwyneth Paltrow. They're saying the disturbing incident comes as Mother 2 spoke about her incredible estranged husband. This is what she said. She said, "So, I'm about to be a newly single mother. I'm in the middle of a divorce. My husband is being incredible, though, really and truly. We're working together. Everything's great." I don't know about that. You're now dead, and so is he. I don't think he's that incredible. They're saying Jennifer shared that she and her ex-husband were having a very civil divorce with our daughter in mind. Yeah, how'd that work out? I think she was having some sort of like, denial is a river in Africa, right? Everything is good. They said it is a very civil divorce with our daughter in mind, and I really appreciate that. However, I'm going to be on my own, single income right now, and he'll be helping with her, supporting her. I'm really thankful for that, and that I'll not have to worry so much about supporting her. However, I will be on a very limited income with buying a new house and paying a mortgage and all that stuff. I'm often on a limited, income when I buy houses too, because they're expensive. They said the relief mother also noted that she was scared as she had never been on her own before. She says, "I've never done this before. I've never been on my own before. So if you have any tips saving money, making money, because I'm a little scared right now." How old were these two when they got together? They're saying the pair were believed to be at home with their daughter at the time of the harrowing incident. However, no information has been disclosed on the child's well-being. According to her obituary, Jennifer had two daughters named Gracie and Kylie. A GoFundMe page has been organized requesting donations in support of the two young children. They say both her obituary and the GoFundMe pages list Jennifer and Brandon's death as December 27th. And it says here, "He's never been a violent person that I was ever aware of. I was with him when they met, and I've always loved him for how he loved her. So it's definitely hard trying to understand something we'll never be able to." There's a lot of copium going on here with the family, friends. His connections with family and friends were deep, and he was known for being a great brother, uncle, and friend. How come they're always great people after they kill someone? How come after they take someone's life, everyone's like, they're amazing? I don't know why they did this. I've never seen anything that would have ever made me think they might have killed someone. Every time. I've never seen someone come out and say, "Oh, that guy was a real bastard. I hated that guy." I've never seen that. I'm waiting for that. I've done 500 live shows. I've never seen anyone say that. I'm waiting for it. The day we get it, we'll have a special on this channel. They're saying Brandon had a passion for hobbies that brought him joy, like killing his ex-wife, or is that a hobby? He loved working on cars, fishing, playing disc golf, great, and going on vacations with his family where laughter and memories were made. Like a crime scene. They're saying here, Jennifer was enrolled in the Masters of Medical Sciences at Mississippi College in hopes of becoming a doctor at the time of her death. Says to me, someone was trying to advance their life a little bit, and there was some disconnection here between the both of them. He couldn't handle it and decided to take matters into his own hands. Pretty awful. Pretty awful. Let me see if I can find anything else on Jennifer Sheffield. Let me see if I can find a localized thing here. I'd rather go to like a local story if we can. Alright, here we go. WLBT. Sounds like a sandwich. I'd like to order a WLBT, please. What is that? It's like a whole meal LBT, whatever that is. Lettuce, bacon, tomato. They're saying husband and wife killed in murder-suicide had started process of divorce, friend said. It's very sad considering the little kids involved. They're saying the bodies of Jennifer and her husband, Brandon, were discovered inside their home on Toulon Street. It's on Saturday. They said Jennifer's family was conducting a welfare check when the bodies were found. Family reported obvious signs of foul play inside the home. A friend said her name is Faye. Faye said, "Miss Sheffield was the most amazing person I ever had the pleasure to call my friend. She was loving, caring, silly, devoted, and one of the most selfless people I know. She worked so hard to be a doctor, and she made all of us proud. Awful, awful to hear that. 5 words. S word. S word? S word. Did I say the wrong word? That's all right. It's all right. Red Like Wine says, right, Ping, that's what the attacker's brother is saying now. Attacker in New Orleans. Right, I said that the other night. They're always a nice guy. Every time. It's like no one ever sees any red flags. Everyone always says, we've got to look for the red flags. Right? But no one ever talks about them. No one's ever like, oh, we saw it. That guy was nuts. That guy, wow, he really had a love for guns, and he got really addicted to like watching really freaky, adult stuff, and like, he was gonna kill that girl. No one's ever said that. Everyone's always like, oh, he was lovely. He used to look after my cat when I went on vacation. No one's ever like, we all saw it coming. When are we gonna get that story? I'm waiting for it. One day someone's going to be like, I saw it. I reported it to the FBI. They didn't listen to me. They were like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. They said they just closed the file. That's going to happen one day. They said here, according to the Dean of the School and Science and Mathematics at Mississippi College, where Miss Sheffield was an academic advisor while she enrolled in the Masters of Medical Sciences program there. There's too many words in that title. They say Baldwin called Miss Sheffield extremely bright, adding that she was eager to learn and a blessing to all that knew her. Her kindness, generosity, and will be deeply missed. Our community is less without her. I've seen this. It's an interesting trend. I don't know what their divorce was over, but I was reading a statistics the other day that said women these days are more likely to go to university or college and advance their education opposed to their male counterparts. But what that is doing is it's making a weird uneven slant where women are now expecting their partners to be at their level or higher than what they are. So if they've got a PhD and X, Y, and Z, they now expect their partners to be a level above them. But apparently it doesn't work the same way with men. Men don't really care what their wives do, or like girlfriends or whatever. They don't really care. They only care if their wife is fairly good looking, she's a nice person, and those type of things. It's an interesting, weird sociology experiment about the statistics that are coming out on divorce and relationships. So I don't know if that's part of it, but cheating could be. He seems like maybe that kind of person. Penguin says, we're talking about French bulldogs again. Said he was an arse in the neighborhood. Someone on one of the stories the other day said he was an arse. You have to find that for me. I want to find someone who gets told off when they're dead. Kathy J. Hey, Kathy J. Good to see you. April B says, my daughter is in pre-veterinary school. This is scary. Why? Does she have a husband that might kill her? If not, I think she's safe. Dog talk. Yeah. Dog talk. Someone's going to make a channel called that. Dog talk. Let's see. Someone on that. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's exactly right. I always read that. I think there was a restraining order against him from his ex-wife. How was he in the same property then? Hold on, let's dig into this a bit more. This was sent to me from DJ. He's like, oh, this is one where, we always talk about walking away, right? On this channel, we should make a shirt with that. Just walk away. We always talk about how people go too far. They go far too far, right? It's easy to say, but I know it's a hard thing in real life. But you got to walk away. You really do. Otherwise, things like this happen. People get desperate to grab control when they're losing it. And especially like a guy like this, he was getting divorced. Obviously, his control on his ex-wife was slipping. So he decided to take matters into his own hand. And, it's just people got to learn. We got to teach the younger generation that everything mostly can be solved as long as you walk away. You start making life-changing decisions like shooting people or killing ex-wives or there was a woman who killed her partner in Melbourne at Christmas, stabbed him in the chest while he was on the couch. Really, she grabbed a kitchen knife, just plunged it into his. I wasn't laughing. I'm just saying it's so shocking. Plunged it into his chest, killed him. So just walk away. There's doors. We live in these great boxes that everyone has. Like I have one. I'm sure you guys might have one. Some people in our society don't, but most of us do. They have these things called doors where you can use a handle and open it and leave. It's the easiest way to remove yourself from the situation. Just leave. Don't keep fighting. Don't keep, antagonizing. And doesn't matter which side you are on, you can just leave. It solves a lot of problems and everyone cools down. It's don't have to get this far, but a lot of people are controlling jerks and they can't do that because it's not in their personality. All right, let's see. Express US has more here. Mississippi mum made haunting final TikTok post before murder S word at suburban home. Yeah, murder S word. They say a married couple found dead in a Mississippi home in what is believed to be a murder S word. We have to say that because of YouTube. Otherwise, we get a big banner under our video that says, "Are you in need of help? Call the helpline. Call 998." They will, I promise. Actually, they might do it now that I mentioned it. Every time. They say the bodies of Jennifer Sheffield, 30, and her husband Brandon were discovered. See, what was the TikTok post here? Oh, she's just talking about how that's the one we read out before. How the husband's such a great guy. Yeah, sure. He killed you. Do you understand that? I hope you hear that from wherever you are. That he wasn't a great guy. They're saying her friend said they always say never seen them be violent. Sure, I believe you. I totally believe you that this just happened out of the blue. That no one's ever seen him be violent before. If there really was a DVO on him, I mean, that sort of says everything, right? Let me jump to a different one here. I'm trying to find more on that background on that document on that DVO. Yeah, I don't see anything about it. Oh, we can actually hear from her. I want to do that. Yeah, here she is. Let's hear from her.
So, about to be a newly single mom, and I am in the middle of a divorce. My husband is being incredible though, like really and truly, like we're working together. Everything's great. We're splitting everything down the middle. Everything is good. It is a very civil divorce with our daughter in mind, and I really appreciate that. However, I'm going to be a mom, single income right now, and he will be helping with her. He will be supporting her, so essentially, I'm really thankful for that, and that I will not have to worry so much about supporting her. However, I will be on a very limited income, with buying a new house and, paying a mortgage and all that stuff. So, I've never done this before. I've never been on my own before. So if you have any tips, saving money, making money, anything like that, I would really appreciate it. Coffee at home, I take caffeine pills, I do my own hair, nails, everything. I do all that. So yeah, if you just have any tips, I would really appreciate it, because I'm a little scared right now.
People have a funny idea of what is a limited income. If you can afford a mortgage and get a house, you're not on a limited income, my friend. You're doing all right, but hey, I'm not going to disparage a dead woman. Rachel says, just have to think there was some sign of a problem more than just splitting up. Maybe I guess it could have been a split-second decision. I don't think so. There's a reason they're not together. If he's such a great guy, they would have stayed together and raised a child, right? Unless she's like, oh, his dick fell off and he ain't going to sleep with me no more. And she's like, I just can't live with that. If it's nothing like that, then there's a reason they wanted to separate and get divorced. Either way, it doesn't matter which way it is. So I don't know. I don't believe what she's saying. The Journey to Justice says, never say they work together to fool you. Why get a divorce to work together? Don't make sense. Exactly. You divorce a person because you can't stand them and you don't want them in your home anymore and you want something different. That's why people divorce. That's why you go through the hassle of it, is because you don't want to be with them anymore. It's not like, oh, we're a Hollywood celebrity couple. We're going to concentrate on co-parenting our children together as a strength of unity, like one of those dumb statements PR people release. Yeah, no. It's not a thing. It's not a real thing. I mean, you can like have a good relationship with like the father and things like that, but there's a reason you're separated. Like, it's not like, oh, I still go to his house on a Thursday night and he still bends me over the bed. Like, no. Like, there's a there's a reason you guys aren't together anymore, or don't want to be together. That's not limited income. Exactly. I find her wording very strange. If you can afford a house, go to medical school, become a doctor. I think you're on a limited income. It's a strange idea. And she's like, I don't know how to budget. What, on a doctor's salary? Okay. I mean, I'm not going to disparage her. She was killed by her husband. That's not very nice. Shouldn't do that. We should be supporting her. She was killed by her husband. They're saying, however, I'm going to be on my own. Yeah, whatever. I don't want to hear about that. Here's a photo of them, by the way. What a lovely, like, looks like any 2.5 family, really. They look like a lot of families around the world. Very sad. Very sad. All right. Hey, thank you for sending that email. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. What? Thank you, Kathy. I don't. What the hell? What? Hold on. I'm going to show you guys something. How can I download this? All right, like this. That's how you do it, ping. Let me take a photo. Oh, that is weird. But did I say something? I don't know why they pick up on this stuff. Have I ever on this channel ever talked about this topic? I'm going to show you something. We're just talking about the number that they put on the bottom. Kathy just showed me this. That is so weird. I've never discussed this on this channel, I don't think. Where is it? Here it is. What the hell? They put this on my video from yesterday. Flat Earth is an archaic and scientific disproven concept of Earth's shape as a plane or disk. I don't think I ever discussed this topic on here. I might have made a joke or something, but I don't think I don't think we've ever done that topic on this channel. Oh, YouTube, what is wrong with you? I don't know what that is. Yes, we that is definitely what we do here. We're a secret conspiracy-based channel who likes to talk about how things are flat and circular. Let me see. Yeah, I'm reading your email right now. Okay. All right, it's all right. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for your email. I do appreciate that. If you hear anything else about Virgil Thew, whatever his name is, email me again. You have my email now. But if anyone else is out there listening that has any inside information on the manhunt for Virgil out of Wisconsin, email me Sunday with ping @gmail.com. I would appreciate it. I'm trying to keep on top of this as best I can. Thank you. I appreciate it. Nosferata. I hope I'm saying your name right. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'll read it later. It's a long email. I Hate Morning says, I would have remembered that subject. I don't remember I must have made a joke yesterday. Oh, really, Sean? Yeah, well, that's exactly what we are. That's what we are. We talk about that. We talk about how the space goo and drones are going to get you. Is Australia flat? I don't know. It's somewhat, it has some mountains and regions and valleys. Do you know there's a guy on YouTube that doesn't believe Australia is a country? And I'm like, I'm concerned for my own well-being here. What am I doing on this rock in the middle of the Pacific and Indian Oceans then? Sean says, going to fly. Hey, have fun, Sean. Have fun. It'd be nice to see your kids. All right. All right. I might try find the documents for this for tomorrow's show for Jennifer. If we can find a DVO, I'm interested to read what the reasoning behind it is, because yeah, I would like to know what that got taken out for, if there is one, or what is in their divorce papers that might have triggered it. All right, give me 1 second. I have to flip the screen. 1 sec. Sorry, it's just me here, so I don't have Stacy to be like, Stacy, I'm just gonna go do this. You talk and talk to the chat for like 5 minutes. So I don't have although I can tell you, me and Stacy, if you know who that is Insightful One from Web Sleuths. We're pretty good friends. We are working on a new project. I don't know when it's going to come out, but it's about a historical case. Historical, which is weird for me because I don't normally do historical type true crime, but it is one that we're both interested in. So keep an eye out for an announcement about that. It will not be a live show. It will be pre-recorded, and it'll be a premiere on both channels. So keep an eye out for 2025 for that. Sean says, you're going to South Australia. What is the deal with Vegemite? It's a secret, ancient substance given to all Australians at birth. It looks bad. It's black in color. Foreigners don't like it. So we're not going to teach you the secrets of Vegemite. It's only for Australians. You have to become a citizen. You have to take a test. You have to learn how to shorten words and add an O on the end. And when you do that and pass that final test, we will teach you all the virtues of Vegemite. But until then, I can't help you. I'm sorry. It's like a secret society. Nah, it's so good. You guys don't know the secrets to it. It has secrets to it. You need to know how to use it. It's like, I'll give you an example. It's like you poured a glass of Worcestershire sauce out of the UK and went, yes, this is what I'm going to put in my pasta. Like, you'd just be like, ugh. It's like you're just supposed to put a dash of it, There you go. There's a hint. You don't ever plan on trying it? You're missing out. Vegemite is so good. Do you know what tastes horrible? I'm probably going to lose like 500 subscribers as soon as I say this, but that's okay. I'm honest. Do you know what is gross? Marmite. Cannot stand Marmite. It tastes like sweetened, goopy Vegemite. Can't stand it. I've tried it before. It tastes horrible. It's like someone put a whole bunch of sugar inside of Vegemite. Blah. It's not for me. I don't like it. Sean says, yeah. All right. Thanks, buddy. No, it is not like Marmite. Stop. Never. Marmite is it New Zealand? I think it came from New Zealand. And they were like, oh, we want to be cool like our big brother, Australia. So we're going to make something that's like Vegemite, but tastes way worse. And that's what it is. Stop. Robbie T. You're giving away all the secrets. Stop. They'll take away your citizenship. They'll ship you to New Zealand. They'll make you eat pavlova. They will. That's right. England, it's British. I know that there's a big thing about it in New Zealand, but I don't know. I thought it was either British or the UK. UK or New Zealand. Susan. What? It's a spread, or you can add hot water to it and drink it. What? Are you talking about Borax or something? Who puts hot water in Vegemite? I'm confused. I'm so confused. You used to eat it as a kid? Like Bonox. Can you do that with Vegemite? I don't think I'd ever tried that. You can, it's still vile. Rhubarb is nasty too. What the hell is a rhubarb? Rhubarb? Like the vegetable? Yeah, it tastes like crap. Marmite, yeah, no. Marmite's horrible. It's like the worst substance on earth. You could lay like tiles with it, and I promise if they'll stick for 1,000 years. That stuff's it's got so much sweetener in it. I'm surprised the Americans don't like it. They're like, this stuff tastes way better than Vegemite. It's got heaps of sugar in it. Wendy says it was an old-time healthy food, like giving spoonfuls of castor oil to children. Weird. No, I don't think so. No, Vegemite's made from yeast through the brewing process of beer. And they had to figure out a way to use it up or something, and they made Vegemite. So it's made out of yeast from brewing. I don't think it is anymore. Or if it is, like, I don't know, they found a different way to make it happen. But it originally was from the brewing process of beer. And if you know Australia, we like our beers. Wendy R says, yeah, I don't know about that. Both are. I love Vegemite. It runs through my veins like a true Australian. All right. Let me close down some of these links and let's get to a different story. We've got far too many links open. All right. Actually, I want to see if there is, since we talked about that lady and her ex-husband, I do want to kind of see if we can talk about that one that LMS sent me, because that's really sad. Why do we always talk about women being killed? It seems to be, like I said, I've joked a few times that I'm going to change my channel to just, this is how women die, because that's basically 90% of the stories we talk about. I don't know if I can get a name though. Let's see. Yeah, all right. What's his name? Let's see. Yes, okay. I found it. Yeah. They say Elizabeth mom killed less than 24 hours after nightclub proposal. Her name was Nakey Trinidad. She was killed just one day after her boyfriend proposed to her at a local nightclub, leaving her family and community reeling, according to family members, daily voice sources, and friends. Go away. They're saying a video shared on Facebook captured the joyful moment Trinidad accepted her boyfriend's proposal at a nightclub on December 29th, titled "I Love You, Baby." VDJ Mello captioned the clip. All right, I'll take you to the clip. You may have seen this on other true crime channels, but here's the proposal. Tell me if you see anything. Actually, we can't. The music might kill it, but I have to turn it down. Sorry. There you go. There's the proposal but the night before, or just before she died, and they believe that she never wanted the proposal, that this was some sort of control attempt by him to like trap her into a marriage. Pretty awful. And I'll bring it back here. It says the video that you just watched, titled "I Love You, Baby" by VDJ Mello. They're saying friends and family and loved ones continue to flood the post with congratulations and excitement, which is weird. But within 24 hours, those messages of joy turned into condolences as news of her death spread. They say a spokesperson for the Union County Prosecutor's Office did not return any requests for information on New Year's Day. They say Trinidad has not been officially identified by authorities, but her family in a GoFundMe campaign says she was fatally attacked on December 30. Sources tell the Daily Voice that the call came in around 9 a.m. that morning, bringing authorities to a home on Florida Street. It wasn't long before the scene was deemed a crime scene. And they're saying here, what's with people doing this? I don't know. Is this a cultural thing? The angel wings on people who die, I see this a lot, and it doesn't happen in Australia really. People don't do this when people die, but I see it a lot in America and some other countries. It's a interesting way of doing it. They're saying someone here says, my condolences to this young lady's family and close friends who just lost her after being proposed to by the one who took her life yesterday. Please take care, ladies, and get DV help. It's not worth losing your life. No type of love is worth this much pain. I pray that God grants her babies and everyone who loved her knew her comfort in this moment of grief. Yeah, it's really sad. A proposal turned to murder. They're saying another person called Manny Cruz, who seems to be a friend, says, I woke up to the terrible news and I have to say it changed my whole day around for sure. I was blessed to work with her for so many years. What a beautiful soul. Just to think some coward took you away from us really breaks my heart. Yeah, it's horrible. They say the GoFundMe campaign aims to cover the funeral and memorial expenses for Trinidad's daughters, and they're saying they're doing all they can to help her daughters be safe and get the things they need. They say the video of the nightclub proposal continues to circulate on social media, a haunting reminder of the happiness that was cut short. The comment section now includes an outpouring of grief with friends and family expressing disbelief and heartbreak over the sudden loss. Horrid. I mean, yeah, it should be a happy time if it's wanted. And I was saying to LMS, I was saying, you sort of know if your partner wants that. Like, it's a conversation you have, it's a vibe, it's a feeling. It's not a control thing. Like, you know if that time is right in your life, right? Like, that's you get the signs, you get the hey, hurry up, like, what's going on, this, like, come on, hurry up. But yeah, too many men and women have used it to try trap people inside marriages. Oh, I know, that must be horrifying to be proposed to in a public place and know that you don't want it. Guys, give me 1 second. I have to do something for the cats. I'm sorry. I hate breaking the show, but 1 second. My cat has crawled into the computer. I'm hoping she doesn't burn herself. Rory, get out of the computer. They're saying it was a public setup. Maybe she felt she could not publicly refuse. But if you're not into the guy, you probably should not be with him exclusively. I don't know. I don't like blaming the woman, especially when she's the victim of a violent crime. But I will say, trying to set it up in public is a well-known way of pressuring whoever's being proposed to say yes. But we have seen some pretty epic no's to public, proposals. Especially, there was a guy that did it in like Times Square like a year ago, and the girl just like threw it at him. Oof, that's a interesting. Don't think they're going to have a great honeymoon. Gayla says, that turned my stomach just watching that poor woman. Yeah, she looked frozen. In that video, she just looked like, oh my god, it's really happening, but this is not what I want. I don't know how to get out of here. Like, that's the vibe I got from the look on her face. She did not look like a woman who gets proposed to that wants it. Would be, the body language would be so different. It would be completely very different. Yeah, sometimes you can't say no though. Not, I think what probably happened is they went home and she went, "Why did you do that? Why in front of everyone? I already don't want this," or something, and then got killed. LMS says she probably told him no in private. That's what I think too. Being pregnant or leaving a relationship is the most dangerous time for a woman. Gayla says, I've seen someone walk away without even saying anything. That's an interesting approach. Yeah, there was a guy in Times Square and he'd done this huge... you got to time it right, guys. Like guys out there that want to do this, one, you have to know, like you have to know the answer before you even try this. Like it's not like I hope she says yes. No, no, no. You have to know. It's not like I'm going to go spend thousands of dollars on a ring. I'm going to, arrange something nice or something. You can't just be like, it's not guesswork. It's not like, I hope she does. I hope she really loves me. No, no, no. Like you would know. It's not like a guessing game. Leaving is the most risky time. That's 100% right. If you're pregnant, it's even worse. Yeah, that's a good one. I think it's a good conversation to have between each other is whether that's appropriate for you. Like, because some people hate public anything. Like me, I hate public. If I was a girl and I had this, mindset and I was a girl, I'd be like, I would literally, maybe I'd get done for murder because I'd kill you if you did that to me. Because I just don't like being in public. I don't like people looking at me when I'm out. I have resting. Like people have accused me of having resting. I'll punch you in the face look, and that's why no one ever comes to talk with me when I'm out in public, which is probably true. Yeah, the cameras, like what are the ones like at the games where they have the sports thing, like the kiss camera. That sucks too. I've seen a few of those go horribly wrong. I've seen a few of those go really, really bad, especially like when a couple's in a fight. I've seen a few of them. I've seen a few of them where the girls or the guy is just like, no, just speak to the hand. Yeah. I think it's got to be a discussion. I mean, sometimes you want it to be a surprise and you don't want to let them on. That's okay. I get that, but you can do some detective work. Yeah, not for me. No public things for me. I'm good. I don't want it. I'm good. I don't want people looking at me at the best of time. Yeah. So I get those feelings. It's not my thing. What? Oh, let's talk about this. We're gonna get off this topic. I just found a weird story. We like weird stories on this channel. South Dakota Oregon State from the story. Stop doing that. Stop. All right, let's take you here. South Dakota authorities say a man is facing a murder charge after a decapitated body was found in an apartment. It's often where you find decapitated bodies in apartments. In court documents, authorities said the investigation started on Thursday when Yankton police were called to an apartment for reports of a deceased person. I suspect they were if they didn't have a head. They said when officers arrived at the apartment, they found 3 women inside. Why did you find 3 women and 1 person with no head? It's odd. They say who told them they were there to check on their friend. They were checking on their friend who had no head. But they found her decapitated. That's got to be a hard day for anyone. They say officers said one woman also told them their friend had sent them a message the day before about her boyfriend threatening her with a weapon. This channel really is how to die if you're a woman. It really is. The woman's friend said they came to the apartment after they hadn't heard from her since she sent those messages. Craig Allen Nichols Jr., 32, was identified as the woman's boyfriend. Police said video footage showed him at the apartment Wednesday night along with 2 other men. Police interviewed those men who said they went to the apartment that night to use narcotics with him. The men also told police that the woman was alive when they left. They're always alive when you leave. No one's ever said, I saw a decapitated woman when I was leaving. Seemed pretty normal, so I just left. Why did you not call it in? Well, it just happens. People lose heads like all the time. No one ever says that to police. They say, according to police, video footage from outside of the apartment showed Nichols going in and out multiple times during the overnight hours until eventually leaving with 2 trash bags. Authorities confirmed finding the woman's body in the apartment along with a trash bag that contained her head. Why? Was he worried that if the head was on the body, they might be able to identify her quicker? No, we gotta hide the head. That'll delay what exactly? Nothing? Okay. They say Nichols refused to speak to officers, but he's probably still high. But authorities said he was taken into custody and is facing charges that include murder and manslaughter. He's currently being held in the Yankton County Jail on $500,000 of bond. On Thursday, the South Dakota DA or AG identified the woman killed as 41-year-old Heather Ann Bodden. Yankton police said the investigation is ongoing. All right, let's find if we can find a photo of Miss Heather. I'm interested in. I think I did find a photo. Yes, I do have a photo of Miss Heather. And this is apparently the apartment complex here. This is her here, apparently. Wait, no. Yes. Sorry, it had a different name on it. I was like, who's Kristen Tabor? No, this is her here. This is Heather Bodden. Horrible. They're saying court documents show the 32-year-old alleged suspect Craig Allen Nichols Jr., a Yankton resident, is charged with second-degree murder, first-degree manslaughter, 2 counts of contempt of court. In court documents, authorities say the investigation started on Thursday, January 2nd, when police were called to the local apartments for the reports of a deceased individual. Horrid. They're saying the apartment was searched and cleared with no suspects being found inside. Police interviewed one of the 3 women, and she said that Bodden had messaged her in the afternoon on Wednesday, January 1st, New Year's Day, and said in the messages the boyfriend was threatening her with a weapon. After not hearing from her for over a day, the 2 women entered the apartment Thursday afternoon and found her body. Nichols identified as her boyfriend. Video footage shows him. Where's that video footage? I'll see if we can find that. The 2 men were later interviewed. Police said they admitted to going into the apartment to use narcotics. Do you think, if they did see a dead body, do you think they would admit it to police? I'm guessing no. I'm guessing they are not going to admit to police that they're too interested in getting their narcotics. They're saying police say the footage from outside the apartment also showed Nichols going in and out the resident multiple times between 2:50 a.m. in the morning and 6:40 a.m. Thursday, January 2nd. Nichols is reported seen exiting the apartment with the trash bags and eventually leaving the area. So let me guess, she didn't want you doing drugs in her house, and when she tried to stand up to you, you killed her because all you cared about was getting your hit. That's what I'm guessing happened. They're saying as authorities searched Memory Lane apartment where Bodden's body was found, they did find the trash bag with her head inside. Police say the bag's color matched one of the trash bags Nichols is seen taking in and out of the apartment. Police also reported finding a bag with bloody clothes inside, and one of the articles of clothing had Craig N written on it. We never said you had to be clever to be a killer, right? We never said you had to be smart to kill someone. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to decapitate my girlfriend. I'm going to dump her head outside, and then I'm going to take off the clothing I was wearing because it has blood all over it with my name written on the back of it. How high are you? How much amphetamines have you had? Like, so many, you're like, this is the best idea. They're never going to figure out it's me. How high are you, dude? Like, for real. Craig N written on the back. Additionally, they reportedly found another trash bag that had three weapons wrapped in a floor mat. Yeah, that'll stop the forensics from finding anything. Wrap it in a floor mat. All these items were found close to the bag where her head was located. According to court documents, when authorities tried to interview Nichols, he invoked his right to an attorney. Well, he's not that high. He was able to figure out that he needed an attorney. Authorities say they got a search warrant to get urine and blood samples from Nichols, but he refused to cooperate. Okay, they can take you to hospital and knock you out and take it forcibly. Nichols is currently being held in Yankton County Jail on a $500,000 cash-only bond. He is scheduled to be in court Wednesday, January 8th, this week. South Dakota Division of Criminal Investigation, in conjunction with the Yankton Police Department, are still investigating. They say KTIV's Taylor Deckard knocked on a few doors at Bottom's apartment complex, and some of the neighbors told her that the residents in the complex don't interact very often. She did meet one woman who lives next door to Bottom's apartment who said their kids played together. The neighbor called her a friend who didn't deserve what happened to her. No one deserves to be killed in a violent crime. So I do agree with that. Here's the suspect, Mr. I leave my jumper with my name on it. You know, in a bloody bag. Smart guy, real smart. A few brain cells short of a petri dish. Assist Heather's family in their time of need. They've already raised around $5,593. It looks like they're looking for around $15,000. Costs a lot of money to bury people, unfortunately, especially at short notice. So I understand why they're asking. They say Heather Bottom was tragically taken and brutally from us by someone who claimed to care about her. The family is understandably shocked by this loss and unfortunately not prepared for all that goes along with planning a funeral at this time. Heather did not have life insurance, so we are raising funds to help cover the cost of cremation and a memorial service. Any funds left over will be used to help care for her daughter, Lily. That's lost her mum. That is not very nice. They say Heather leaves behind her parents, Ron Sr. and Amy, and Pat and Sherman Sr., her daughter Lily, her siblings Ron Jr., Brittany, Tim, Vanessa, Rachel, Sherman Jr., and Alicia, many aunts and uncles, cousins, and many more family and friends who loved her dearly. It says here, I am Heather's sister-in-law and created this with the permission of her mother. Yeah, that is sad. Very, very sad. Probably from his time in jail, so he can, not lose his clothing. And Gayla says, okay, first question, why is his name on his clothing? He's not at a nursery. I don't know. Let's see. What cracked you up? Oh, I don't know what she's talking about. What? I don't know. Apparently I'm married to people in the chat now. That's interesting. When did this take place? Was I sober? Was there an officiant person? Was there a celebrant? Did we sign any documents? April B says, not fair. So many children losing their parents because of stupid people. I would love to see the federal statistics for children who lost their parents to violent crime. Like, how much is it? I'd have to think it's a lot. There'd have to be a lot of children. I have to read the other comments. Okay, hold on 1 second. No, don't do this. So far, no one has found me publicly and no one has said, are you the guy from YouTube? Thank God my channel's small enough that no one has done this to me yet. But I'd just be like, oh, no habla inglés. Like, I'd be like, I don't speak English. Like, I don't know. Oh, you want to get to the ferry? I don't know. I don't have directions. Sorry. There is no ferry here. These are not the droids you're looking for. Robbie T says, how you tell that story truly cracked me up, including the name on the shirt. I'm sorry about that. I'm not trying to be insensitive. It's just, we've got a bit of a gallows humor approach here. Gayla says, you better touch wood. This is wood. On my desk is. I hope. Well, when I go to trial, I don't think I'm going to be able to hide. I'm going to have to be there and people are going to ask who I am. So it is going to happen eventually that people are going to, there's going to be so many people at this trial that we're going to. So I don't think I'm going to be able to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get like one of those masks that, those masks that make you look like an old person. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to get like that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to trial. Then I can be belligerent, cranky, and no one's going to say anything because I'll be like, oh, look, he's an older guy. Don't worry about that. He's fine. and I'll be like, no one has figured it out. That's what I'm going to do at trial. No one's going to ever know I was there. Sneak in, sneak out, get the news on Aaron Patterson, get home. You'll go out tonight and someone will say, hey, presto, oh my God, you're ping. Let's hope not. Let's hope not. Let's hopefully we can find out more about Mr. Craig Allen Nichols Jr. I don't understand why people keep decapitating people. It's very strange. It's like, oh, I murdered them. Well, I went this far. Let's just cut off their head too. It seems like a strange thing to do. All right, let's play the video.
Good morning. I'm Bailey Peterson. New this morning, a Yankton man has been arrested and charged with multiple offenses Thursday evening during an investigation into a death. It's our top story at 11. According to a press release from Yankton Police, multiple agencies were all on scene investigating a death on the 1000 block of Memory Lane late last night and into the early morning hours. As a result of the investigation, 32-year-old Craig Nicholas Jr. was arrested. He's being charged with second-degree murder, first-degree manslaughter, and other charges. Now, this is an ongoing investigation. Officials asked for the public.
Yeah, I don't understand what's going on with the audio tonight. Hold on, guys. Let me try and fix it.
New this morning, a Yankton man has been arrested and charged with multiple.
What is going on? Every video we've tried to play tonight has been like super quiet. Let me go into audio. Yeah, default speaker. Speaker. Yeah, that's okay. Microphone, echo. I'm not sure what's going on, but the audio has been like super quiet, and even for me, like I can't hear it. It looks alright on my side. Anyway, I'm not sure what's going on. Normally our audio is like hyper loud, like too loud. I have to turn it down. Let's see. I'm not sure what's going on. Sorry about that. I'll have to look into it. Oh, my microphone's really loud. They're saying authorities in South Dakota say a man is facing murder charges. Yeah, someone asked in chat why he's facing second-degree murder but first-degree manslaughter. Something tells me the first-degree manslaughter is a fallback charge in case they fail to prove some sort of intent for that murder charge. So I'm guessing it's so if they have to remove the murder charge, he'll get done with manslaughter. That's why it's got the higher ranking of first degree, as well as the murder charge has a second degree. So somewhere in there, the evidence falls between the two, I'm guessing. Police interviewed those men that were in the apartment that night to use narcotics with Nichols. The men also told police that the woman was alive when they left. They always are. The women are always alive when people leave places. Oh, I saw her, but she was alive. Was she, set up like weekend at Bernie's with a lot of string and stuff like that? No? Okay. Authorities confirmed the finding the woman's body in the apartment along the trash bag containing her head. It's horrid. It really is. To treat someone you're supposed to care about, like her sister said, supposed to care about her, and treats her like trash. Like, literally, like, what is this? He's got court documents already. I can see them. What is this for? He was married. He was married before he met her. Which is not like, oh my God, but people do get married. Sounds like Craig Allen Nichols was married to Laura Mayshark Nichols. A divorce. He was given, or she was given, $15,000 in alimony and dividing their marital property. Guys, hold on a second. All right. So I can see some sort of court documents here for him. He was married to a woman called Laura Mayshark. Yeah, in Tennessee. Is this the same guy? They have the same name. Is he a junior on the end though? Hold on, guys. Let me see if I can find anything. Yeah, he's junior. I don't know how that would work in the court documents. But I see something here. I don't know if maybe this is his dad. Says here, Craig Allen Nichols is an inmate in the penal institution of this state, which is Tennessee. Appeals a judgment rendered against him in a divorce case brought by his wife Laura. What state are we in this one? That's South Dakota. I don't know. Maybe there's another dude with the exact same name. What year was this? 1999. No, I don't. This must be his dad. He would have been like, wait, how old does it say it is? He's 32. He's younger than I am. In 1999, this must be his father. Yeah, it has to be. So this is his dad. Sounds like they've had quite a lot of interesting stuff in their family, because it says here that his dad, if this is his father, was a inmate at a penal colony, and he was seeking divorce. So his wife was seeking divorce. So interesting. Must be a new trend for criminals. I said that the other day, that like decapitation seems to be the weird thing that keeps happening all the time. Yeah, the weird thing is Journey to Justice. It was up. It was up to maximum, so I don't know why the audio is playing up today. Normally it's too loud to the point where I have to turn my computer down because it's blaring when we play videos, but today it's acting a little off. April B, yeah, it says it's happened a lot. All right, what time is it? 4:30. We hopped on at 3. Oh, it's only been an hour and a half. Feels like a longer show. It feels like we've been on for ages. All right. So thank you to my friend Nosferatu for sending me that email. Has some interesting information. I'll go through that and I'll try to verify it, at least some of it tomorrow, and hopefully we'll have a big update on Mr. Virgil. Hopefully they find him. Yeah, so Nosferatu says they also have the idea that I did, that with the weather so cold right now, he has very limited options to, stay alive. You can't live forever out in that outdoors without significant insulation on your body. You will eventually succumb to the elements if you're out there for too long. So, yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know what's going on. That's very strange. It is. Hold on, give me 1 sec. Yeah, the TikTok one played loudly. That's true. All right. Let me get rid of some of these links. We have too many open right now. Yeah, too many women dying, man. I feel like every second story we read about is some woman being killed in a DV situation. It's just ridiculous. It's got out of hand to the point where it's really becoming a thing that we all need to deal with. Everyone needs to keep educating everyone that there's other options in life. Violent resolution to a relationship is not okay. And the best advice I can tell anyone is, you may think you need to be in control of this person, that that they're the only one or whatever, but there is, what is it, like 50% of our population on Earth are female. There is many females out there. You can find another one that's just as cute, just as whatever. You just got to look. There is many beautiful women out there, so you don't need to kill them. You just need to go to a different one and find one, and look in yourself. There's a reason why your relationship failed, and it's a two-way street. So not just maybe she did some stuff wrong, but also there's a reason the relationship failed, and it's partly you too. So I find that something we need to educate a lot more people on. Wendy asks, says people are too possessive, too controlling. That is true. I believe so too, Sean. I know. I'd like to see it change because, like we went through those national statistics the other week, like over 90% of all female murders are DV. 100, like that's from the National Archives of Australia. But men's are so fragmented; they die in all sorts of different ways. But for women, they're real. So if we were talking about an animal, right? You know how we're like, oh, like we have like apex predators and stuff like that, and we're like, oh, its only known enemy is man. Well, the only real known enemy of women besides health issues is men. I know it sounds weird because I'm a guy and I'm saying it, but it's true. The statistics bear it out that the only enemy women have are men. It's so rare. I was looking through. I was trying to find out how often a woman is killed by another woman. Like how often does love interest and a love triangle, or a woman at work hates her or whatever. But it's not super common. It's under 3% of all murders for females. What?
What about the woman masterminding? She gets her husband to do it.
What do you mean?
Well, she's still in control of it.
What are you talking about? What do you mean though?
Well, she's still involved. Like, I know.
What do you mean she's gonna?
The actual woman doing the killing, but if she's the one that's planning it, and she's persuading her husband to do it instead.
Who is she killing? Herself?
No, like the other woman. It's happened.
Oh, okay. That's sort of different, but yeah, I get what you mean. Oh, Mrs. Ping was saying, what if the woman was trying to kill her love interest? But it doesn't happen that often. The statistics say it's only like 3%. Like over 90% of all murders are committed by men. But yeah, I mean, there's obviously examples we've all seen where there's some sort of love triangle where there's like two women and a guy or whatever, and the other woman kills the other woman to get rid of the competition. I've seen that before. Mrs. P needs to be in the chat. She doesn't want to. Sherry says, I'm the only sister out of 5 to have never had anyone put their hands on me. My sisters... I mean, you could read that in several different ways, Sherry. My sisters are lucky to be alive after their beatings they endured. Mrs. Ping speaks up. Any more insightful things about murder? No. That's all. She says that's it. She said that's all she has to say. But no, I get what she's saying, but it's just, it's not super common. It does happen, but it's not. Like when we're talking about, like if we had a pie chart, it'd be almost like most of the pie is just men, and there'd be this tiny slither of other women killing other women. It's like it's not even really an issue. It's almost a like an anomaly in the data because it's so small. But yeah, anyway, yeah, no. She said she's not interested in coming in the chat. Sorry, it's not that she doesn't like you guys. It's just she's not interested. She's like, I got better things to do. Do you have better things to do? Like watching TikTok?
Really?
What are you going to do? Watch TikToks?
Just to annoy you.
Yeah, she'd probably just like tell me I'm doing everything wrong for half the show. That's what she'd do. Let's see. Never had DV in my huge family. You must have good people in your family, Sean. Everyone said nice to hear from you. Not me. That was Sean. Oh, by the way, that's right. A nice person sent me $25 yesterday to buy some beer because they said, Ping, you shouldn't have to wait 10 years to have another beer. They said you can buy a 6-pack and put it in the fridge. That was very nice of them. I did actually purchase a 6-pack of beer with that money because I was looking to do it anyway. So thank you very much. I got a really cool one. I don't know if you guys get this in the US. Can we show alcohol on? Yeah, there's people that drink beers on. One of my friends does that on his channel. Hold on. So this was the beer we had at the wedding, and it was really good. And ever since I came home, I've been thinking about it. I was like, man, that freaking IPA was so good. So the nice person, they said they didn't want to be named, but I said I would tell the story. They said you shouldn't have to wait a decade for another beer, and so I bought a 6-pack of these, a craft beer, and these are really good. If you can find these in your local supermarket or liquor store, these are really, really good. It's a mid-strength beer, so it's not got heaps of alcohol, but it tastes really good. It is a little bit, but it's not super heavy hoppy like you get in a lager. It's a little lighter, and it's really refreshing. So yeah, nice beer. Should we do like beers on Friday on the channel? And Ping will have a beer, and we can do true crime. That might be fun. Robbie T says, yeah, she likes chocolate. Trust me. Every time I go out, she's like, find me some chocolate. Find me some chocolate. Is there any discounts on the Christmas chocolate? Find me something good. So what did we get you the other day? Roses. She got a big box of roses. Beer tasting night? Yeah, we could do something like that. But yeah, if you can find Bodrigi in your supermarket, this is the beer we had at the wedding. It was really nice. It was a good IPA. I never had it before. It's special to the bride and groom. I won't tell you the story behind that because it's identifiable, but I will say it was a good beer. Oh, really? One of my friends, Nick Green. I don't know if you know who Nick Green is, but Nick Green is. God, it's been forever since I've been to his channel. Grim Green on YouTube. He drinks beers he does one live stream for it every week, and Nick does beer at the start. Sometimes he gets the real high strength beer that's like 8%. He's like so drunk by the end of the stream. So funny. But Nick's one of my favorite YouTubers in the world. I love him. He's a good guy, and I think he's a legend. So April B says, my boyfriend bought me some chocolate today. He said I needed some. Isn't that nice? It has gluten, so no, she can't have gluten either, but for some reason chocolate doesn't count. I love black roses. Black roses? No, roses is a chocolate. So if you're not in Europe, the UK, or Australia, it's a type of chocolate normally given out at Christmas or Easter and that type of thing. Here, I'll show you. They do, but they get the cream eggs, and I don't think they get roses. I was trying to find the tin that we got. I can't find. Oh, it was this one. I think it was. No, was it that one? Is it one that says Ging Yang or whatever it is on it? Okay. Yeah, we can't speak Aboriginal. Yeah, this is what we got. So this is like Cadbury. So if you guys know cream eggs from the bunny ads in Easter in America, this is the same company, Cadbury. So it has some Aboriginal art on it, and it's a tin. It's metal, and inside there's a bunch of little chocolates, and they got different flavors like passion fruit and stuff. Beer does not chocolates. Stella Artois. I like light beers. I'm not a huge, I don't drink. I don't drink very often. Like I said, the beer at the wedding was the first beer I'd had in about 10 years. But I like light beers, like light crisp, or sour beers. So if it's sour, crisp, or like a lighter beer, like I like Corona. I know a lot of people are like, Corona, but I like Corona. I like Cerveza, like that Mexican type beers. Yeah, I like Corona. Like, I'm a big Corona person. Corona with lemon in summer. There's not too much better than that. Well, there is, but it's a good beer. Robbie T says, I like Chardonnay beer. Have a Shardy. You're going to have a Shardy. Whittaker bars, giddy up. We've had a couple of good Whittaker's bars. There was one they did a couple of years ago that was like a special edition, but they were very thin. Like the normal Whittakers are very thick, but these were really thin, and they had all these like exotic flavors. They were really, really good. You had to get them from the imported aisle at the supermarket. All right, one last story, then we get out of here. Less chit chat. All right. So I want to talk to you about what might be the deadliest creature you can find in your backyard. Do you want to guess what it is before I take you to the story? Do you know what it is? It can knock out electricity to hundreds of homes if not properly taken care of. A possum? I don't know. I don't think it's a possum. Well, I'm going to show you. It's a native creature, native to Australian backyards, but has been spreading around the world and invading other countries. So you may have seen one before. All right, let me take you there. A trampoline cuts power to nearly 100 homes in Perth North after flying through the air and landing on a power pole. So apparently today, a trampoline flew through the air during a storm and landed on top of a power pole here, cutting out power to hundreds of homes in the local area. Like, if it didn't land there, there would have been no power outages, but it cut power to everyone in the local area because someone didn't tie down their trampoline in their backyard. How did it get so high? Look, it just flew through the air. It just took off. Yes, the most deadly, cuts electricity to many people. The Journey to Justice says we have beers and wildlife. We have beers, no bears. Bears and wildlife, they don't like things like that. So I thought this was pretty funny that, you know, imagine how pissed your neighbors would be. They'd be like, oh, it was the Jennisons down on the corner. Yeah, those friggin' people. They didn't tie up their trampoline. Now we all don't have power till tomorrow. All the chicken and stuff in the freezer, it's all going to defrost. All because the flying trampoline cut power to 100 homes. Not a street, not like 20 places or something. 100 homes got no power because of this one trampoline flying through the air. They said here, the trampoline landed on top of a utility pole on Ash Way around 1:30 p.m. after it was made airborne by a gust of wind. The Western Power in WA said, hold tight, Morley. We're working to restore power to 90 customers affected by this winged trampoline. Fortunately, there were no injuries. Maybe the trampoline was injured. They say, just your typical Saturday for the trampoline that jumped too high. They say power to 89 homes was lost immediately, with another 12 left without power 2 hours later. The trampoline tried to get down and then cut off 12 more homes. Power is not scheduled to return until 7:30 p.m. on Saturday. That's in like another 6 hours. So they've got a long time to go. However, a Western Power spokesperson said it was possible it could be restored sooner if the trampoline can make its way down on its own, I guess. Maybe they'll put out an Amber Alert for the trampoline. They'll be like, we have an endangered trampoline. It's in a very endangered situation. It can't find its own way home, and it may need medication. The spokesperson said the incident was a good reminder for the community to tie down any loose items, even if wild weather is not predicted. Yeah, because they often just fly through the air, even when wild weather is not predicted. I mean, yeah, I see it all the time walking down the street. Trampoline just flies by, and you're like, not again. This happens every day. Why don't people tie them down? The Bureau of Meteorology spokesperson put the incident down to an afternoon sea breeze. They said there has been a fresh sea breeze this afternoon with gusts around 40 kilometers an hour recorded at most sites inland from the coast. So there is your funny story for tonight after talking about how people die all night. Let me see. We have seen this in tornadoes here. Yeah, I know you have. If they figure out whose trampoline it is, do they get in trouble? No, probably not. Yeah, the jumping castle that went through the air. Yep. April B says trampolines are dangerous in many ways, including knocking out power. Oh yes, cat photos. Okay, all right. Is it okay to air them? Is she here? Where is she? Hey Melissa. Hey sweetheart. How are you? Where's our new friend? Is she here? I haven't seen her in the chat for a while. I wanted to be here when we talk about her cat. Let's see if she's in the chat. If she's not, I'll do it tomorrow for her, but I just want to double check that it's okay to show them, because some people are funny about privacy. Oh, Pamela's here. Pamela, is it okay if we show the photos of the cat? See if she's here. Maybe she went to bed. It is very late. Let's see. Oh, by the way, I want to thank my friend Betty C. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you, my sweet friend. She says yes. Okay. All right. Let me download these. All right, here we go. I won't use your real name, my friend. Okay, let's download this. So this is her cat called... Oh, I'm using my... Okay. No worries. I'm still going to call you Pamela, all right? It's your secret agent name. All right, where do we go here? So this is her cat. This is Pamela. This is Pamela's cat, and it's called Cash. So let me give you a good photo. So we like to show people's pets on this channel. We used to have a segment we did every week showing people's animals, but we stopped doing it. This is Cash, and Cash is a good cat and likes many pats. I like it. It's a very pretty animal. He looks like he's a mischievous cat who gets into many places he shouldn't, or she. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. There you go. There's Cash. There's a pretty cat. It's a boy cat. Like Muffin. Muffin's a boy cat. A chameleon. A chameleon. Your daughter has 8 cats and a chameleon. Didn't we do that on Web Sleuths? I think it might have started when I was on there, and then I brought it here when I made the new channel. So yeah, it looks like a cat that gets into many places Mum says he shouldn't go, and but he looks well loved, gets many pats every night, and looks like a good boy. So thank you for sharing that with us. We like when people do that. Yeah, Pamela says he does. Yes, I can see right here. He's somewhere. He's snuggling somewhere. Yeah, he's a good cat. He drives me nuts. He looks like a mischievous cat. All right, that's it. That's it. We're out of here for tonight. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday Nights with Ping, the show that started all of this channel. Back 18 months ago, I used to be on Web Sleuths, and I used to host a Sunday night show called Sunday Nights with Ping. It was a great show, had a lot of fun, and eventually I migrated here so we could do it every day, so we could hang out every day. But the Sunday night shows are sort of our premiere show every week. With the football season coming to the end, we may see more people here. The Journey to Justice says, my dog brings me money from people's rooms. Good boy. I walked past out of the bedroom today. There was a $10 note on the ground. I was like, where'd this come from? I was like, I don't remember having this money. It was just like $10. And I was like, all right, sure. I was like, I don't know. I didn't even know I had any money because I don't keep cash on me. I very rarely have cash because I just use my card or whatever. And it was just like $10 on the floor. I was like, it must have been in my pants or my jacket or something. I have no idea. That's, the other thing. What's really funny? I'll tell this quick little story before we go. I have a jacket. I have a Kathmandu jacket that I wear when it's cold. And for like 9 months, I don't wear it all the time unless I'm going to go out to an event or something like that. And for like 9 months, I'd go to these different events and I'd stick my hand in my pocket and there'd be like $8 in there in coins, like all these gold coins. And I'd be like, where'd that come from? I don't know where this money came from. And then I'd put the jacket away and I'd go back out a few months later and wear the jacket again and put my hand in my pocket and go, oh my God, there's money in my pocket. And this happened at the wedding. I was at the wedding. I was wearing the jacket. And I stuck my hand in my pocket. And I was like, oh my God, that money's still there. Like, why is there money in my jacket? I kept forgetting that it was there. Never took it out. I just came home, put my jacket away, and then took it out again a few months later. And so this money's been following me. And then today it morphed into a $10 note, and it just was sitting next to the bed. I was like, did I pay a girl last night? Did I have some sort of random woman over that wasn't Mrs. Ping? Did I throw money at her for her services? Like, what happened here? I don't know where this money came from. Melissa says, always keep cash on hand. I don't normally, but I probably should in case the, electricity or whatever goes down. Carlisa said, love seeing the kitties. Hope to see Muffin soon. I'll take some new photos of Muffin. He is starting to feel a bit better. Pamela says, I have to go buy more food for cash later this morning at Dollar General's or Walgreens. Be very careful with the food you feed your cats, especially boy cats. The medical bills you can have if you don't feed boy cats urinary food, I can tell you because I lived through it, and it cost us like $2,000 to get his urinary thing unblocked, because boy cats can't unblock it themselves as where girl cats can, because the way they work, boy cats have like a bend in their thing and they can't unblock it naturally as where girl cats can. So be very careful with the food you feed your boy cats. Diane Marie said, that's the jacket I need. I know, right? The magic money jacket. Kathy Lynch says, I knew a cat that would steal coins and hide them in shoes. I want that cat. Jenny just says, Murphy cracks me up. Always got something in his mouth. $50 one time. I want that animal. You should take him out and tell people at a festival he's a sniffer dog, and be like, just stand still. Just stand still. He's going to just check you over. Oh, 100? Oh, well, look, he smelled drugs on it. We're going to have to confiscate this money. The dog smells cocaine on your money. You must have been doing lines before you came into the festival. We're going to have to put this in an evidence bag and take it away. And then you make money. You'll make a mint. It's minus 20 in Dundee in Scotland. Oh, Trisha, I'm so sorry. That is so cold. Keep warm, my friend. Keep warm, my friend. Pamela says, it's extremely expensive, but what's best for him? Yeah, so we feed our cat CD, whatever the CD one is, whatever brand that is. And it's stupid expensive. It's like $30 per 12 pack. We pay hundreds of dollars a month for both of these cats to have prescription food. It costs us $280 a month to feed them. That's it. That's without medication. I'll have to do that. Yes. Check into that. Rachel says, yes, kitties don't handle the filters in food either. They need food that's mostly protein. That's why I fill them. It's Hills. So I feed Muffin Hills CD urinary stress, and Rory gets a CD metabolism one from the same company, because she will literally eat everything unless you give her something that makes her full. She just has no filter. She'll eat the world. It's not Science Diet, it's CD. It's the prescription one. Here. This is the one I feed. Oh, this is the biscuits, actually. It's the biscuits. So we feed them the biscuits as well. So we feed them the dry food in the same brand. But it's not cheap. I'll show you. Here you go. So this is one that Muffin gets because he has stress issues. He has that fluted or whatever. Flooded or whatever it's called. Fluted. It means like they're susceptible to urinary from stress. And he's an anxious cat, so he has to have this. So this is the one we get from Muffin. So there you go. $36.95 for 12 sachets. And yeah, so you can imagine how stupid expensive that is. That's just one cat. And then the other one gets her food too. So we do the best we can for our animals. We feed them and treat them like the best we can. We give them the best life, because that's the commitment we took on when we got the cats, is that we would do everything we could to make their life as best as we can. Yeah, it's like, no, it's called fluted or something, and it means that the stress can make blockages or crystals from stress. Sometimes I give him Friskies. Yeah, actually, Muffin likes Friskies, but he's not allowed to have them. Trisha says, kidding, it's -1, usually mild, but my cats are under the quilt. Hopefully they keep mum warm, okay? You tell him, you say, you are mum's hot water bottles. You keep them like two little electric heaters. Keep them on you. Yeah, they eat better than I do. I swear. I eat like hardly anything. But the cats eat better than I do. Pamela says, but most of the time I buy grain-free food. Actually, Rory had big problems with her stomach for a while, and we figured out that when we switched her to a grain-free food, the issues she had with her stomach went away. So now the food we get her is grain-free, but she was on a grain food at one point, and it was causing horrific issues. So there you go. Anyway, there's pet science with Ping to end the show. Let me check one thing before we go. I don't want anyone to feel like they're being ignored, so hold on. So thanks to Sean and my friend Betty C. I really appreciate it. And to Joe for yesterday. Joe, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Glad to see you still around. Hope you're still listening every night. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow for Sunday Nights with Ping. Love you all. Have a great Sunday wherever you are. And I'll have a great Monday because it'll be Monday tomorrow. Oh, you want me to show it? All right, fine. I was just in my goodbye speech. All right. How dare you, Sean? Fine. All right. I want to show Sean's thing before we go. What is this, Sean? It's a lamp. What is this? A lamp? You have to tell me what it is. Where did that download to? Oh, here. All right. So Sean has a lamp, a light made out of a Vegemite jar. Is that what he says it is? Yeah, homemade light fitting. So he's very ingenious in his electrical skills and reusing of, household items. He never lets anything go to waste. He likes to reuse his, it looks pretty cool. You could start a trend, Sean, and people will be ordering these for you from across Australia. So, Marylander says, my daughter has a tabby cat named Darcy who's 18 years old. Aw, I'm sorry the brother died. That's right. I think my daughter's cat needs his food. Journey to Justice, I can tell you if it's a boy cat, I can tell you it'll help immensely. Because boy cats they should give you, if you ever buy a boy cat, they should give you a warning that boy cats are so susceptible to urinary issues that can kill them. They should give you like a pamphlet if you make the choice to get a male cat, they should give you this saying that there's huge risks of urinary blockage and they have to be on a urinary food for their whole life. So Muffin has to be on that food for his whole life. He cannot be on other food. So yeah. Yeah, so we did too. We adopted Muffin and Rory from two people who didn't want them anymore. So we never purchased them. We saved them from going to the RSPCA. Both of the people said they were going to hand them into a shelter if we didn't take them. So I think you could find a wife that would like that. I think you could, especially in Australia. Oh, really? Yeah, there you go. Be careful of the crystals. Pretty brutal. Got them from the shelters. Yeah, so we got them from from like an online thing for people wanting to rehome cats, because we said we'd rather do that than go somewhere and purchase or spend money. We thought we'll save animals that need a home, so we did that. You can go now. I have your permission. All right. Good night. Bye. Bye. Good night. See you later. See you tomorrow for Sunday Nights with Ping. Bye.